Narcissists are liars, you know that. But what about anybody else in your world? How do you know if somebody is lying? There's one word that all liars use. Okay, so you guys ready? There's one word that nearly every liar says when they're trying to convince you of something, and it doesn't matter if they're a narcissist or just a regular old manipulator or a jackass or whatever. Maybe it's just somebody who's trying to cover their tracks for some reason. But when you hear this word, your radar should go up because this word is almost never used by truthful people. You want to know what the word is? The word is honestly. I'm being honest with you. In this video, you're going to learn why the word honestly is a red flag, not reassurance, the psychology behind the deceptive language patterns, and how to listen like a lawyer so you can catch a lie the moment it leaves its mouth, that person's mouth. One of my clients said, Rebecca, I started listening for this, and oh my gosh, I started learning how to tune my ears to all of this. And tuning your ears in is one of your greatest weapons. So if you're new here, I'm Rebecca Zung. I'm a trial lawyer, USA Today bestselling author, narcissist negotiation expert. I've coached and trained thousands of people on how to detect deception and beat narcissists in court, and more importantly, never be gaslit again. So if you're ready to hear the truth behind every lie, make sure you hit subscribe and hit that bell because I'm dropping game-changing tools right here every day. All right. So why is honestly a red flag? Think about this for a second. Why would someone need to say honestly before telling you something unless they've trained you to doubt everything else that they say? The word honestly is usually filler, a preemptive defense. Liars use it when they know that their story lacks believability. So they lead it with honestly to get you to drop your guard. But what they're really saying is the part that I'm about to say is not true. I mean, because what they're saying is the part that I want you to believe, well, is this part, forget everything else I ever said. So I'm going to give you some other deceptive words to watch out for. These are sort of like the runners up, okay? One is, I tell you to tell you the truth. I swear to God, I'm just being real with you. These aren't confessions. These are manipulations. And the more someone tries to frame what they're saying as real, the more likely they are trying to hide something. So how do lawyers listen for lies? In court, lawyers aren't just listening for content. They're listening for tells. What does that mean? Word choices, timing, nervous laughter, rambling, repeating the question, over clarifying, all signs that the speaker is constructing what they're saying instead of recalling the truth. Truth is clear. Lies are over explained. Here's the thing. How you beat a narcissist is by using their lies against them to threaten their image, that diamond level supply, so that they'll want to protect and defend that more than they do manipulating you and continuing to keep chaos going. So to get started with creating that leverage, get my Doc the Narc cheat sheet at docthenarc.com. It'll help you take your many pieces of information, many pieces of correspondence, many pieces of maybe social media posts or things that just happened, and turn them into clarity. So you'll go from chaos to clarity. While you're at it, join me in my free private Facebook group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. You don't want to be a victim. And victims play checkers. You're playing chess over here. So why do narcissists over talk their lies? They don't just lie, they perform. So their ego needs you to believe their story. So they decorate it with drama, with fake emotion, with statements like honestly, to be completely truthful, as God is my witness. None of this is for your benefit. It's for theirs. And when you stop reacting emotionally and start listening strategically, they get sloppy. Okay. So if you're ready for nothing but truth, I want you to put truth in the comments right now, and any other words that you know that narcissists say when they're trying to manipulate. So what do you do if you catch a narcissist in a lie? You do not confront them right away. You just say to yourself, thank you for the gift, because you're going to document it. Do not react. That's what they want. Instead, document, screenshot, write it down. You're building the pattern, and then you're going to use it in court, in negotiations, in communications, and mediation. Power isn't in what you have as far as proof. It's what you do with it. And you cannot overly rely on your lawyer to do this for you, because lawyers know the law, but they don't know your life. Okay, you know your life, and you know your story. If you've ever built anything from scratch, whether it's a business, a brand, or a podcast, you know there's nothing small about it. The decisions, the hustle, the grind, the pressure, it's so all-consuming. And that's why I was so grateful to find Shopify when I set up my own store, shop.rebeccazung.com. Shopify powers millions of businesses worldwide and handles 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from giants like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just starting out. It simplifies everything: inventory, payments, analytics, marketing, all in one place, and their built-in tools make it so easy to run email and social campaigns that keep customers coming back. If you're selling globally, Shopify can help you do that too, in over 150 countries. If you're selling in person, their award-winning point of sale brings your online and retail worlds together. And with 99.9% uptime and the best converting checkout on the planet, you'll never miss a sale. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial and start selling at shopify.com/negotiate. That's shopify.com/negotiate. So speaking of using their lies against them, make sure you watch my next video, which is narcissists lying in court. Here's the only way to expose them. So watch that video next, because calling them emotional or a narcissist, none of that's going to work. Okay. Even calling them a liar, that's not going to work, because the one thing that will is step-by-step strategy. And I talk much more about that in that video. So go check it out. And if this video opened your eyes, make sure to like it and share it with anybody who needs it. And make sure that you've subscribed and you've hit that bell, because I don't want you to be exhausted anymore. I don't want you to be confused. I want you to be the most powerful version, the most powerful expression of yourself. That's what you deserve. You deserve to be calm, clear, confident, powerful. And today is the day that you start negotiating your best life. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I will see you in that next video.